When you think about ancient Rome, you think about emperors, orgies, and a city that turned indulgence into a sport. Not exactly a place known for self-control, but somehow Rome produced some of the most disciplined men in human history. Because in a city where every pleasure was offered to you on a silver plate, the only men who actually became powerful were the ones who could walk past it all and feel nothing. As some of the most disciplined men in human history, and there was one man in Roman history who figured out a method so powerful he ruled the largest empire on earth, had unlimited access to anything he wanted, and could have lived in pure indulgence every single day of his life. And instead he slept on a wooden floor, ate one meal a day, and wrote in his private journal that the body was just a vessel and nothing more. And I'm going to break down who he was, his exact method, and how you can actually use this to take your brain back from something that's been running it your entire life. It was 121 AD when a boy was born into one of the wealthiest families in Rome. His name was Marcus Aurelius, and from the day he could walk, the world tried to soften him. Servants for everything, food whenever he wanted it, women available at a word, and by 17 he was being groomed to become Emperor of Rome. And by 40, he was the most powerful man on the planet. He could have had anything, any woman, any pleasure, any indulgence, with no consequence. No one would have stopped him. No one would have even questioned him. And instead, every single night, he sat alone in his room and wrote in a private journal. A journal nobody was meant to read. And in that journal, over and over, he wrote one idea: that the man who cannot say no to his own body is not a man. He is a slave wearing a crown, and this is where we get into his method. Marcus Aurelius said most men spend their entire lives ruled by something they never agreed to be ruled by. An urge shows up in the body, and the mind follows it like a dog on a leash. And every time the mind follows, the leash gets shorter. Until eventually the man isn't choosing anything anymore, he's just reacting. He called the way out prohairesis, the faculty of choice, the space between an urge appearing and you acting on it. And he said most men have shrunk that space down to nothing. The urge appears and the action happens in the same second. There is no man in the middle. There is just a body running on autopilot. Here's the part that made it work. Marcus wrote about one practice every Roman Stoic used. When an urge appeared, he would not fight it, and he would not feed it. He would just describe it, out loud or in his head. He would say, "This is a chemical signal in my body asking me to act. It is not me, it is a wave, and waves pass." And then he would wait. 60 seconds. That was it. Because he noticed something every Roman Stoic noticed. The urge was never as strong 60 seconds later. It always shrank, always. And the man who could sit through one wave learned he could sit through any wave. And once you learn you can sit through it, the whole thing loses its grip on you. Because the only reason the urge runs your life is you've never once let it pass without obeying it. You've never given your brain proof that you're the one in charge. And the first time I actually understood this, I was 17. I'd been on my phone for hours every single night, scrolling through stuff I didn't even want to be looking at. And every morning I'd wake up exhausted, foggy, behind on everything, hating myself for it. And the worst part was I'd promise myself every single night, tonight I'm not doing it. And by 11 p.m. the urge would show up. And my hand would already be on the phone before my brain even caught up, like I wasn't even there. And one night I tried what Marcus wrote about. The urge showed up, and instead of fighting it or giving in, I just said out loud, "This is a wave, it will pass." And I sat there. And the first 30 seconds were genuinely uncomfortable. Like my whole body was pulling toward the phone. But by 60 seconds, it had dropped by half. By 2 minutes, it had dropped by half. By 2 minutes, it was almost gone. And I went to sleep. And the next night it was easier. And the night after that, easier again. Because every time I let a wave pass, my brain got the message a little louder. You are not in charge anymore. I am. And that's prohairesis. You don't take your brain back by fighting every urge harder. You take it back by sitting in the gap between the urge and the action and refusing to move. The wave always passes. It has never not passed. And the man who can sit through one wave can sit through any wave. And the moment your brain learns that, it stops running your life and you start running it. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe so more people can see this. Thank you.